Hi everyone, my name is Bruce Swartz. More 2019 UFOs, unidentified flying objects. What is a UFO? It's just something that is flying that we do not know what it is. It could be carrots, it could be diapers, it could be a trailer, a can of beer. Okay, I'm exaggerating, but I'm trying to explain to you guys it can be anything. It's an unidentified flying object. If I say, oh, look, I found a UFO craft. It's a term that I'll use because it looks more like a vessel, but there are different types of UFOs. Sometimes I even say that they could be creatures. It's hard to distinguish whether they are UFOs or creatures, so I'll often just call them UFOs. But again, I'm showing that they have shadows on the surface. Some of them travel in triangular formation. It looks like three objects. It could be one object. We have no idea, but it doesn't matter because I'm just observing. We are observing what is going on up there. Maybe it's not for us to find out or to know what's going on up there, but I'll tell you one thing, we're allowed to try to find out ourselves. And I do believe that if somebody does find out one of the biggest secrets in the world, they're not going to get killed. I think more or less they'll be reached, maybe congratulated or thanked. I don't know. I mean, these beings or breakaway civilization up there, they exist, okay? I mean, something is up there. It's such a beautiful, beautiful thing to imagine that there could be even structures up there on the surface. We know that for a fact because even though we don't know what the objects on the moon are, we are seeing a lot of symmetrical construction, and that is confirmed 100%. Most that will come here will waste their time trying to find out how I'm doing it when I'm telling everyone exactly what I'm doing. Often because they're not seeing all my research, they'll say it's bugs. They'll say it's minus 33 degrees here. We'll rule out bugs, okay? Is it debris? Well, of course it can be debris. But like I said, I get different types of UFOs. Some look like creatures. Some look like vessels, and some look like garbage. Okay, so there are many different types of objects that we are seeing pressed up on the surface. But the important thing is that some and most of them, if not all of the ones that I'm seeing here, have shadows. Why does it look blurry, some say, every time I show a UFO? You guys don't believe me, but there's clouds up there. There's nothing blurry in what we're looking at. These are over the clouds. I've shown them going inside the clouds, spraying, changing colors. It's all there. It's all very, very real. You don't wonder very much who or what is up there. They're going to these structures. They're dealing with these structures, no doubt. It's not only debris that we see up there, not only garbage that I'm capturing. That's a fact because they have very many different aspects, the UFOs that I capture. Some of them look like debris and look just like voids. They're just, traveling and in a straight line and just rolling about. Don't look like they're speeding up, and they're very slow. Some of them have lights on them. Some of them change directions. Some of them are dark. Some of them have white clouds around them. Some of them leave clouds behind them. Some of them change colors, shapes, and forms. I'm capturing all of this and documenting it. So, much respect to those coming here to take the time to view my research, because this is not CGI. This is the real thing. The world's maybe not ready to hear it, but it's true. I've shown with a P900 UFOs, lights, approaching the moon. And that is exactly what they do all day and night. They approach the edge of the moon. They go under the smoke, haze, or cloud cover, and they can go wherever they want. That's why they're not being seen. And when somebody tells me that they're finding, well, the trolls, that they find something blurry, because I'm trying to reach the trolls too, it's not blurry. Look what you're looking at: atmosphere, clouds, hazes, lights in the background. This is very real. A spot on the screen or an eyepiece does not change position, nor does it move, nor does it appear or disappear. So the UFOs, like these, whether this be one with its shadow, I'm showing a deliberate shadow all the time and showing you guys the truth. There's something close to the surface of the moon. That's why I'm saying it's close. It has a shadow. They all, almost all, have the shadows. I have to be very close up to the surface for you guys to be able to see this close. Think of it. I have a 14-inch telescope. This is Archimedes' crater. The whole screen is under 100 kilometers. When you get in really close to the surface, this is Archimedes' crater. We see a lot of greenery, colors, but there's one particular thing that really interests me. It's the, oh, look at that UFO over on the right there. Well, it's actually the smoke or haze that we're seeing. It could be natural. I understand that, but not many people are seeing it or noticing it. The surface of the moon is not blurry. The photos I'm getting are not blurry. The surface itself has an atmosphere, probably higher than what we think. John Lear, the retired CIA agent, said that himself. You guys got to look him up. If you guys don't know the story of Bob Lazar, John Lear, and Area 51, well, please look into it. It's amazing. It's how I got here, and amazed now myself seeing this clouds on the surface inside Archimedes' crater. Beautiful surface again, pressed up on the surface. And don't forget, 99% of these UFOs that I'm showing you guys always have a shadow on the surface. Now, watch this. This is recent. Again, 2019. I found so many just on January 17th footage with the new D850 showing us an amazing surface. 46, look at that. Look at the lights. 46 megapixels, my friends. It is showing us. I have one guy that said, I highly doubt that you're able to get the surface better with just changing cameras. I'm showing you guys. I know most of you enjoy it. The construction on the surface. The objects have the same reflectivity as the surface itself, meaning they are hard to differentiate and to see any outline of them. We can see it very well here with the light taken down and an X-ray processing over it, which does not change the detail at all. You could see all this in the gray, but you have to force your eyes, in other words. And I'm trying to make it easier for you not to have to force your eyes. This is absolutely incredible. Eratosthenes crater is where I found the tower the other day. That crater over top. We're seeing 3 lights, and people are always telling me there are 3 lights there. There is no tower. Well, I'm sorry, but because of the Terminator line, it shows us a very different surface. And when that Terminator line goes by, we see more of a magnified surface, and it shows us exactly what is up there. So that's why I'm sharing this with everyone. This is the real surface. So say to yourself, go with any telescope, you can see this. You'll have to force your eyes, use a magnifying lens, whatever you have to do to be able to see it, but it is there. I do have to go to some length to be able to show you guys the surface like this, but there's no manipulation whatsoever. So there you are. This is the real surface. This is under Eratosthenes crater. Look at all that. Does it not look like construction? Seriously, guys, even the ones that are skeptical, honestly, this is the real surface. So if the surface is like this and they didn't mention it, you really got to wonder if they are not constructed objects. They obviously are, because there are symmetrical objects on the surface. And if not, well, those symmetrical objects would need to have to be explained. It's just beautiful. I don't want to fight with you guys over how old these structures are or what they're used for. I just know they're up there. We're seeing a higher atmosphere, it seems. I mean, we're seeing clouds, and if not, they're mining, right? I mean, something's going on, right? Something's exhausting all the smoke. At times, I'm going to be very honest with you guys, it looks like some of the craters could be exhausting some of the smoke. Look at that Copernicus crater just underneath the dark area. Guys, that area is a gigantic high rising object. It's a dark structure. All these are connected, and this is literally the virtual surface. I've showed it with two telescopes so far, a smaller one and a big one. The smaller telescope shows a lot of noise in the pictures, and this telescope is showing us a lot more of, again, the raw truth, because that's exactly what I'm trying to show. Look very carefully on the right, but especially on the bottom left here too. This is a real surface. It's amazing. It's on the moon. It's been constructed. Some of them look, damaged. Maybe some of them look ancient. But I'm sorry. This looks like a different way, very similar to ours, like 90% similar to us. The way we construct and organize things through symmetry. Thanks for watching.